I would like to say it was to serve the greater good and all that good stuff, but quite frankly, I needed a job. I signed up for this entry-level class, and like the second day of class, I thought, okay, this is fascinating to me. I really am kind of going to pursue this, and I just went straight through school, and it took me 2.5 years? No, just shy of 3 years from complete idiot to full-fledged paramedic, just under 3 years. Somehow I ended up being the old guy on the truck, and I'm like, really? I'm only 40, but I forget that I'm 40. I don't feel 40. Well, the idea hit me to build the armor probably 10 years ago when I saw somebody at a convention wearing Boba Fett armor, and I realized it was possible to have movie stuff outside of the real world. I didn't even conceive of it before then. I saw a guy doing it, so I thought, well, all right, fine. But before that, it was just Fett was Boba Fett. I mean, it was the cool, mysterious guy. He didn't know. He just knew he just looked like he was beat up. You know, it just what's his story kind of thing. They introduced him and then kind of moved on. And you're like, wait, but I want to see more about that guy. And so he was always one of my favorite characters. And I did a little bit of research then. I realized it was really expensive. And I thought, man, never mind. Not going to happen. I don't even know how much I'm into it. I'm afraid to tally it. If I had to ballpark it, I would say about $5,000 total. I didn't know any better at the time. I had Boba Fett's CRL on the wall in my garage, and the entire time I was building it to the specifications of the 501st, because my goal when I started this 2 years ago was to join the 501st. I wasn't building it just to wear to birthday parties and stuff. I mean, it was a very intent, very specific reason I was doing it, and so to get in, I built it to their spec. It's not that much armor, and so I thought, this has got to be simple to do. I was an idiot. The stormtroopers are actually a lot easier to put together. I'm like, I didn't know any better. It was simply out of ignorance. I simply thought it would be easy to do. Apparently, when I got in my first try with Fett, and according to some of the guys that I've talked to, they say that never happens with Boba Fett. It is such an incredibly complicated costume that people always have to go back and do a multitude of changes or fixes to it. And I got in the first try, and everybody seems to be amazed by that fact. I would like to say it was skill, and I think a lot of it was just luck and attention to detail. I mean, all this stuff had to be assembled, epoxied, glued, all by me. I had two buddies helping me, but I mean, it all had to be assembled. Nothing was put together. I learned how to do fiberglass. I learned how to do resin. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff before Bondo, how to work in Bondo. Learned how to do these layered paint jobs. I mean, it's fascinating to learn how to do all this stuff that I had never done. It's one of those self-serving, giving back to the community thing. I mean, it's fun, the reaction you get from people and kids. It's always fun to see. And wearing a helmet, unless you take it off, you're anonymous. They don't know who I am. And that to me is brilliant. It carries over. It's kind of a carryover from my job. Like, I don't like to be thanked for what I do in my job. It makes me feel weird because I'm paid to do it. I'm not going out of my way to help somebody. It's what I do. I help them because I want to do a good job and things like that, but don't thank me for what I get paid to do. It's a function of society that I chose to serve. Great. I get more gratification out of this because this is something I do of my own free will. I invest my own money in it, and the reaction I get from people then means more to me than what I do in a profession. Joining the Legion allows me to do things that I've always dreamed of doing as a kid, and now I get to do it for real. And it is cool when we do things like we sold out a theater in Alamo Drafthouse for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. So that's cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to be part of something like that? But you know, it is somewhat self-serving. But it's not. I guess it's not selfish. It's just I don't know. Sticker